Let's see what Property decide to do. I'm just talking about their T sides, and LDLC White, they are kicking things off with a 4-man push down Banana. Twist is going to be in for a little bit of a surprise. Here they come really, really fast on the Twist's position. He gets completely bulldozed there by Fuchs straight away. And Tully there as well, also going to be locking things down. They are going to back away towards A. But can the bomb go down here for Property? Should be no problem at all.
Yeah, that bomb on the site already. Berg will be the man tapping it down, but 3v4 and the CT seem to be getting far too aggressive for their boots as Rende gets the frag there onto Fuchs, finally takes him down. Berg just flashing away on site. They're just trying to hold back Schneider as he begins to push in. It's a 2v3 already and it's not looking too great for the T's. The bomb's down though, it's time coming off the clock, but the push finally coming in as they converge there on Berg and just completely take him down. Getting the bomb now, ticking away, but Tuinu's going for that frag onto Palf and he will find the headshot, and that'll be the first round going to the CTs, getting that pistol round.
Yeah, absolutely crucial one there for them to get that economy rolling. And it's really scary now since the SMGs became so strong, especially the MAC-10. When the Ts win that pistol round, it's so hard to get that economy going in CTs, and then even harder when you have to not only just win a bite round, but have so much money left on the Ts to wear away slowly. It makes life difficult. So they have avoided that situation entirely, but we are going to see a little bit of a mix buy here from Property, not fully investing, just from pistols. Berg there with a smoke and a flash, and we'll have to see where Berg is going to place those. He is towards second mid at the moment near the haystack, so could be looking to smoke off Arch for a bit of a push in there. We'll have to see. They are currently waiting for CT smokes to disappear so they can make some more ground into the middle. A little bit of challenging on Banana too.
Did get a little bit of damage off there over on that B site. It's going to be scaring off Twist with only 10 HP left on him. Looks like they will be setting up for that sort of A take though. They're getting ready for it. We see the bomb in apps, but Twist going back, trying to get a little bit more information on B. As the players start to fall back now. Looks like they'll actually be changing their mind. They're trying to see what they can do over on the B site.
So slowly does it for Property at the moment. I don't believe that LDLC White fully understand what's going on, but they have potentially a gut feeling. They have floated a player over from CT spawn. They got 3 here for this defense. This is going to be difficult now for Property. Rolling in, they don't have any armor, and Fuchs is up there by coils, just spraying him down, but he gets the crossfire shots down as well, and it is very easily cleaned up here. Not even, oh well, okay, 1 frag, Tuinu goes down, but that was it. So that's pretty clean there from LDLC. Good job to them, and Property now with all the AKs.
See, this is going to be an interesting one though now. We see him with a 4x AKs. There's an MP7 on Devil. It's not that bad of a gun really now. I mean, we've seen how well it can be used, so it's not going to be that bad as if this was a few patch ago. So theoretically, this is sort of fairly even by now when we see the AKs going up with these sort of guns and P90s, things like that. It shouldn't be too bad for the CTs. It just depends if they can really whip something out here, get this round, sort of get the ball rolling. That'll be nice to see, because Twist going very early aggressive and gets that shot. That's what they needed. They've got that first pick there. Now they can get the ball rolling.
Yeah, these picking situations are so strong with the AKs, but actually LDLC, with their weapons, their lackluster FAMASs, they've decided to go close range in the apartment, spraying him down. Devil only getting 1 though. The trades are going to be coming in. LDLC not having too bad of an affair if you take into account the fact they lost a man out early in the round, but Berg going to go for the re-challenge, does get eliminated by the P90, and we're in a 2-on-2. LDLC could still hold on to this. That bomb is down, but there's plenty of time left for Property to swing this round back into their favor. As LDLC, they have no information now as to where the Ts are going.
This is very true, because Matt Tend over on the A site, he's not looking in the right place at all. And we see the Ts being very sneaky, sneaking up around Arch, trying to get through there. Their backs turn at just the right time as Mafen's still looking on that A site, thinks they could be coming from quad. They've snuck past him here.
Shot in the back. He actually survives though. Doesn't get any damage out of it, and Fuchs is left with 15 HP. That's not very pleasant for Fuchs to be in this kind of a position, but he's going to go for it. And there is going to be the first duel. Zende will win that one. Fuchs goes down, and Property right back on the board straight away with their first buy. A very fast buy thanks to that pistol round bomb plant, and now we are going to see LDLC with no money at all. That is crippling. Look how badly off they are at the moment. It's going to be tough to bounce back from this one, especially now Prop have all the nades to add to this. In the last round, they had like 4 nades between them.
That is very true. Now they can do a lot more. There's a lot more strats they can sort of run with this T side now. They've got full smokes and everything, as you're saying. this is where they sort of crack it open. I mean, they don't really even need to that much. Going against these sort of guns, a couple of 5.7s, a few P250s, it's not going to be great for the CTs. If they get lucky here, get that sort of early pick as they go for the rush, which it seems like they might be sort of trying to set up for, sort of get that mid control and just sort of work through. They could really just tear through the CTs right now, but Devil is in a nice position. He will get one there, and the crossfire from Tuinu, he gets one as well. Zende finally punishes him though, but see, this is very good for the T's already. So that 2-pit, they got the counter frags off. They lost a few players, but they've even that out. They've got the site now. It's going to be hard for the CTs to retake this with only pistols, but they do get an AK.
Here comes reinforcements. The positioning is too good for Twist, just stopping him at Boiler. Phoenix goes down as well, and well, Matt Enders might be able to potentially pick up a rifle. There has been some frags around here. There it is. Does find the AK. And he can just back away with this and save it. That'd be excellent. He's going to be against his first challenge. We'll deal well with that. Twist goes down. Matten now looking to do maybe some more damage on the exit potential there, as Property are looking around for him. But of course, they can actually hide in the corner there in pit. And Matten will know that. He might actually try and go for this. He could spray them both down if he times it right, but he is just going to take it really easy. They would hear him running, so... Oh, it goes down as well. That's quite unfortunate. Either way, they will have enough money to get the buy-in. It's not going to be all that substantial. But Property 2 rounds to 2. They are tied now. And LDLC, they could really use this round to reset Property.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one indeed. That was some nice picks after the round there. He got, a lot of damage off, got the guns off him. That was good. That's what he wanted to do in that situation, really. It's going to be interesting to see what they can do, but sort of a quad stack there from the CTs. One's fallen back to pit now. This worked out really well from last time. They just weren't really ready for it. They got picked off one by one. It was nice crossfire from CT, from the CTs, so be interesting to see if they can do that again. The nades coming out. Won't be getting too much damage off, though.
Yeah, that quad roof position is really good against those smokes when they go down, but they're not going to commit into middle at all at the moment. They are going to back away towards Banana, where they have actually dug in Twist. He's quite far up by sandbags, and he knows that it's clear. He's giving that info to his teammates. And LDLC, they're going to have to fend off quite a huge surge of terrorists. They're about to charge in now. In go the counter grenades here from Fuchs. Overcalls, might go for the peek and see what he can get. Quick frag there onto Zende. And we have Body here in the bomb site. Now, good positions here from the CTs. Uses the BAM as well. Only takes down one. In comes Fuchs for the trade, but he cannot deliver. And it's going to be down to the 3-on-3. In comes the cavalry.
Berg will be just completely ripping off Mahen's head there as he completely slays him. Devil's coming in now. Wants to give it a try, see if he can get the frag, and he finally will, taking down Berg. Aggressive play from the man. Goes for the second one, but Schneider defending the line. Doesn't want him to pass at all. Will be the man to try and hold him back. Twist tapping away as well. Can he find one? Gets one. Tuino is down, and it's just Devil left with that M4 in hand. It's not looking too great for him. 19 HP versus 2 players. The bomb ticking away. He's not going to be able to do much at all, and maybe get the exit frags. That would be nice.
This is so important for Property now. They're going to start really securing that economy, as LDLC are going to be forced to go for a save, and it should be a pretty free round for Property now coming up. And this could be the point now where they're able to establish momentum. As we can see, LDLC are going to be in a situation where after they lose this one, that's going to be $2,400 on top of what they have. So they will be able to buy in the following round without any issue. But the problem really is that if Property clean this one up without losing any men, they're going to be a few rounds away from eco, and that's really where the T's can start to get dangerous, where they can start to pull back round after round. And against Property, these guys with such good individual skills, that is definitely a very intimidating situation to find yourself in.
Devil, though, just completely taking down Twist there. Beautiful shot from Banana, and they'll capitalize on it. They start pushing down. The bomb's right there. They get info on this, and they will even get in the frag. This is really good for the CTs already. Only pistols, and they're just taking them down one by one. So he knew finds a kill onto Schneider there as well. Now, I don't know how it's happened so quickly for the T's. They accidentally gave them sort of info on where the bomb was. They got the frag, and they've just capitalized on it and just taken them down one by one like flies. There's only 2 of them left, and they're not in a great position to do this, really. It's going to be quite hard for them as, there's 3 guns on the CTs now.
Talking about Property getting a free round, looking like LDLC are much closer to that reality now. We do have Tuinu in pit. He might have just spotted a pixel there. There it is, he spots it, but he's not going to be able to find the angle in time. So Property scouting around the map. There's still 5 players left alive for LDLC, so that is super scary. And Devil is in a position to just shut them down out of the round as they slowly crawl their way up into the banana area. But it is short-lived as the spray comes in, and Devil finishes the round in lead 3-3. That was 5 men survival off the complete eco. That's ridiculous. Just it really felt like Property panicked after they lost those first couple players. They panicked and pushed up middle, maybe thinking that LDLC were kind of stacking more players towards B than A, and that increased pace, that panic that set in, that was the end of them there.
For me, this is sort of classic Property. This is what I've seen time and time again on their T side. They're not adapting to the really aggressive play from LDLC White. We're already seeing it. They're going really aggressive. They get their first frag, and Property don't react. They're not playing hide and seek with them. They're not trying to get that kill again on ecos, and they're losing rounds because of that. And if this keeps up, this is what I'm saying. Property don't adapt in the right way on their T side, and it really lets them down.
We have the AWP coming out now for 2 new, so and the mid smoke on Banana. So LDLC are being active, fairly proactive in this round, trying to deny some map control towards Banana, shut down any double back options. Property squeezing out a buy here, couple Tech 9s, but the AWP on Schneider and Twist with an AK-47, they can definitely pull out some kills here. LDLC forced all the way back now to the furthest lines on their defensive A. So they now have no idea what's going on in the map. They have relinquished all map control. We've got Berg, who's going to be lurking towards Arch side and making some noise here with that Tech 9 as the rest of his teammates are pushing B slowly. But at LDLC, they still don't know for sure what's going on, but they are floating the third player back, and in comes the push. And once again, can this crossfire work out here for LDLC? Twist going to jump up on the grill, but still players in pool, and the bomb goes down. Trouble now spelled for the Swedes as we go into the 3-on-3.
It's not looking too great for the CTs now. They've just been picked off. They had a little bit of a nice crossfire at the beginning, but didn't work out too well for them. And now Tuinu and Devil, the last 2 men alive, and AWP and an AK in hand. One flash between the both of them. Tuinu will finally get the kill on Path, though. Berg goes down as well, and Schneider goes down. Lovely, lovely play from the CTs. They're going to manage to retake it. They'll get the defuse as well, and there it is, another round for LDLC White.
They are pulling out some great rounds here to steal things away. And I mean, Property, that they're going to be looking back to that round where they somehow all died against an ecoing LDLC, more or less an eco. They had saved 1 M4, but that was ridiculous. And it's interesting to see now what impact Tuinu can have with that AWP. They're actually going aggressive with 3 players here now, LDLC towards Banana, just for that early timing, it would seem. And let's see what they can find with this. We've got more or less an eco here for Property, just a few Tech 9s, a few grenades, but it is a brutal spray down and massacre on Banana.
Once again, this is what I'm saying. They know they do this. They've done it countless times already where they're going for these aggressive takes and they're just completely destroying Property. They're not preparing for it at all. They're not even just saying, guys, get the nades up there, hold back, or just flash it up, work with it like that. They're not trying anything. They're still going for the standard things and getting picked off on Banana every time. I think majority of the kills we've seen already this game have pretty much been early on in Banana because they're just getting picked off by very aggressive CTs at the beginning of the round. And it's really great that it's working for LDLC White, but Property should be adapting to this by now.
And I am worried about the potential impact that Tuinu could have, because we haven't really seen how impactful he can be. But look at this, he's going to be rushing with that AWP through the apps. There is a man on the other side waiting for him. Palf is there, but Tuinu's not quite yet deep enough to actually expose himself to that angle. So it might be Palf that does that first, and indeed he's walking forwards. Tuinu, there it is, gets the kill onto Palf, and now things get a little bit chaotic here for Property. They feel like they've got to make a move and capitalize somehow, try to punish LDLC for being aggressive, but it's a bit too late, but there it is. Berg taking down Devil, and now they have some map control. What can they work with here? 4 versus 4.
This is going to be interesting. See the bomb slightly backing off here. See, the thing is, this is what we finally want from Property. They've got a pick now. They can work with it. 4v4, this is fine. This is even better for them. You know, 4 CTs, it's going to be so much harder for them to defend both sites. They've got to sort of shade players off, but still 3 on A, and it looks like they're sort of determined to go for the A take. If they do go into it, and Tuinu has that AWP, he could easily get a few picks here and try and really help out LDLC White. But the bomb is still working towards A. We see the players in apps. It's going to be big. 1 round Arch as well, and that will be Berg, and he'll finally take down Tuinu. That AWP is not in play anymore. It's looking worse than worse for LDLC White as Berg just goes into a complete monster, gets another one onto Forks there, and it's Mahend who will finally get another frag, but he does go down. Twist gets him. It's just 1 man left, it's Body, and 1v3. Do you reckon he can really retake this?
Well, it should never happen here. 3 men post-plant on the bomb side here for Property. I mean, you've got to hand it to Berg with those entries. They were really important there. Very fast on the pace, and that's what crushed LDLC. They couldn't respond more quickly enough. They couldn't position quickly enough. Berg was just too fast on that arch push. He was solo as well, so he really made the play happen there for Property. And to be honest, considering the kinds of rounds that LDLC have been winning, They really needed that, and LDLC, they likely can buy again. Actually, considering how clean some of the rounds were, and especially looking at the round where they were equaling and managed to survive with 5 players and pick up loads of guns, they should be fine for another buy, I should think, and they are more than fine.
Yeah.
So another AWP on Tuinu. He went aggressive in apps last time, so might expect a bit more of a passive opening here from him more. Or maybe he could go defensive towards B. He could really mix it up still. It's very early days. He hasn't really shown property all that much in the way of mix-ups with his AWP just yet.
That is true. It's all. I mean, Property, the way they're playing now, they got really aggressive there, and that was nice. I think that we need to see more of that from Property, because that worked quite well. But if Tuinu changed up his playstyle with that AWP as well, because that's going to be a big thing. If he can lock something down with the AWP in its current state, that'll be really, really big for LDLC. It's been interesting to see if he's going to do that now. But once again, it looks like they're sort of setting up for more of an A take. The players over there on B, though, just making sure they get that information. They know what's going on. They're not going as aggressive as they were before, which is good. They're actually holding it now. So if we see LDLC White push down, Property should be in the position to get the frag here.
Yeah, we are going to see that. Some of Property's players were also spotted. So Property, the problem for them here is that they didn't keep Banana open because LDLC were pushing it. So because Fuchs is there, able to spot towards Banana, and oh wow, gets a kill through the smoke as well. Schneider going down. That has to force it now. Property have to start moving. They have to start getting some control going in middle, and they have moved up a little bit. They could try to double back into Banana, but it's going to be a gamble. You would definitely expect them to be pushing A here and be committed. There's 35 seconds left on the clock. Twist is going in for the picks. LDLC yet to expose themselves. Great flash out there for Devil. Doesn't pick up the kill, but in goes a nade. That is a great grenade. That's going to finish off Palf. And Property, what do they have left to work with? Devil still fantastically positioned here towards Pit. Property need to do something about it, and Twist is going to get the kill. Berg, can he pull out the result that he did previous? To open things up, he will do just that. 2 quick entries there from him. As we go to a 2-on-2, and the bomb needs to go down. Twist in the nick of time able to plant that one. As they come piling in. Oh, from Arch side, it is devastating. Fuchs and Body going to save the round, but that, again, Property, they keep getting put in terrible situations.
They do, and they're somehow turning those terrible situations to slightly better situations. Like we saw the 2 picks they got there. That was good. It's just the fact they had lost so many players at that point. There just wasn't enough. They didn't do it early on, and it's a real shame because Property is showing that they can bring the damage. They're just not having the chance to finally capitalize on it.
Yeah, Berg is really doing a good job there. You can see him pretty far ahead of the rest of his teammates there on the fragging. But that's a nice nade down towards Banana. And LDLC, you know, let's see how they mix it up here because they are going a little bit more passively in this round. They are definitely mixing up a lot. And Tuinu's move towards Banana, looking for the AWP pick towards there, and it's not really going to come his way, and does give his position up with the AWP. So they know he's playing there. Pop flashes in here. Again, as you mentioned, LDLC, they love to get a little bit aggressive. They love to throw out the pop flashes and get the peaks going. And Property seem to be a bit more reactive this time, but they're losing the kind of damage exchanges early on here.
That is true. It's interesting because it's like now they're trying to switch it up, but it's not quite working for them. They're taking way too much damage early on. Like the nades that LDLC White have been getting out have been absolutely stunning. They've just been knocking like 40 HP off every player every round, and it's a real shame for Property. Lovely little boost coming out here though. He might be able to get a little bit of information, but Mefend over on mid catches Zende through the smoke. And we'll capitalize on that one. It's not looking great for the T's in Banana now. If Devil goes for this face, he should be able to at least get a few tags off, and Tuinu will be the one to get the first kill. Devil finds us get one, tapping away through that smoke. Wants to get the second. He will get the better of him. Luckily, Tuinu does come in to get the kill though, but Palf did manage to find one with that Tech 9. That will be one gun they'll have to rebuy, but the money situations on the CTs still fine. It's not too bad at all, but on the T side though, the economy there not looking great at all.
Yeah, it's absolutely worth mentioning as well that Property did choose Inferno against LDLC. LDLC chose Dust 2. With Dust 2 is, you know, well, we'll hold that for now. We're going to have a quick push coming in here on Banana. Let's see how much info LDLC run with. Are they going to keep pushing this, or are they going to hold back? They have left 2 on Arch side here, so they've completely given up apartments, completely given up quad side. All about that Arch side defense, and they've moved 3 players back towards that position now. So they're playing very safe together. It's going to be very difficult for Property to find quick trades here because the spray down the crossfire should be pretty strong. And Tuinu already with a frag, has the support in Devil, and it's just going to be Palf to pick up a kill. And it looks like the cover is in here from that end. And they do get cleaned up. So 8-4 now the score, as Property are in a lot of trouble.
See, that was nice from DRC White as well, because we saw every round we've seen this really early on aggressive sort of banana push. But this round, they sent the free over there. They got information that was free, but then they rotated straight immediately back to A, leaving only one player on banana just in case they do try and go for the banana push. So they had amazing crossfire over in the A site. There was nothing the T's can do at all. They were just getting pinned down from every angle, and now a really beautifully early on constructed push here from LDLC as they just rattle away shots and taking down players one by one. Zende finally finds one though. Snyder goes down. He gets the second, turning this round around, and it's only 2 players left to sort of take him down now. But that was a lovely early push again, and we're seeing LDLC White. They're not bothered about going aggressive at all. In fact, they welcome it. They're doing it as much as they can against Property, and it's working very well for them. So it's going to be interesting if Zende can win this round. He shouldn't really be able to, and of course he won't be able to. Fuchs will take him down through that smoke there.
Yeah, it's going to be even worse now for Property. Down very low on the money again. Can't go for the full buy, so it's going to be back to the Tech-9s and Samama, just evening up the money a little bit to try to stay above 2K. And LDLC was, I love that they threw in just a super aggro push down middle. If you're in a good position on the economy, it's usually good to throw one of those in kind of half as your CT side. It can be really effective, as we saw in that round. But now we're going to have a much more standard setup once again. LDLC playing just pretty passively, allowing Property to take middle control very easily. And we can see Devil could very well be the first point of contact here. Going to look for the pop flash in apartments. Quickly fall back to support his teammates. The pace is now high. Looks like Property want to go in quickly. It be the thing they needed. Well, we have a 3-on-3 on our hands here. Zen's trying to defend the bomb plant, and they are going to slowly but surely take control of Pit, and that should allow them to have a big advantage going into this. But you never know. Fuchs and Body are coming in now.
Yeah, this will be very, very good to watch to see if they can actually bring this back. 2v3, but low HP all across the board on the T, so it's not going to be too bad. Body will get the first. Twist should find this frag though under Body, and he does. Only Fuchs left, and he will go down. 9-5 of the scores currently, and that was a lot better from Property. We're seeing more of an aggressive play, and see, the thing is, LDLC White are keeping them on their toes so much though. They're like madmen right now. Sometimes they're absolutely aggressive, sometimes they're far too laid back. Property are just struggling to read them altogether.
The interesting thing is the variety we're seeing of play from them. So you can definitely see they've established a lot together as a team, and that could bode very well for their T side as well. We'll have to wait and see. It's, of course, a classic map. You'd expect every team worth their salt to have a lot of drills on this on the T side, but going to have the push coming in up middle. It's going to be a win there for Zender, taking down Tuino, who doesn't get even a shot off with the AWP. Twist is in trouble right now, does take the quick frag onto Body, but they are pressuring him on that the pillar's position there towards Banana, and they will double peek him. But the real problem is this massive surge of terrorists up middle. But Devil picked up Tuinu's AWP, takes down 2 players quickly. He is even things up now for his team as LDLC rush back in to save the day with Fuchs and Matten.
Yeah, this will be another round like we saw before, 2v2 situation. LDLC will be pushing in, spamming away through the smokes, but Porf will get the better of him there. Seeing these shots going through that. It's only one man left, it's Fuchs, and he's not got a lot of HP at all, and Zende will get the better of him looking away from that flash. 9-6 scores on the doors at the half.
Yeah, that was actually a decent recovery from Property considering some of the rounds. A 9-6 is definitely not too bad for them to work with. Obviously, you know, if they can get that money going early on with the pistol victory, it's very, very likely. I mean, because it's very probable that Property's CT side is massively stronger than their CT side, you would expect. So this could get very dangerous for LDLC. Now, looks like Zen is going to find that opening kill onto Tuinu. There's a lot of T sides that will actually smoke it off so that the CTs cannot get long-range engagements at the start of the round like that. And we can see how powerful it can be. Here we go. They're going to push in slowly, one player at a time, and got to be careful here. They've already lost one man. This could very well be one more any second now, as Schneider will in fact take the duel and win it. And things looking very, very bad now for LDLC in this pistol round.
That is true. 3v5, it's not great at all, and it looks like they're deciding to just work towards Banana. They've got the bomb there. If they could get the pick, they could work with it. Fuchs gets one over on A, and Twist is there to defend B all by himself. But his friend's already coming over to help out, and then they will find one. Twist gets another. It's only one man left. It's Fuchs, but they've got the bomb. It's a real shame as he goes in very aggressive and gets taken down for it.
Yeah, 9-7 now, so Property going to pick up that ever-needed pistol round, and this is where things get really, really scary as the SMGs come into play. And LDLC, without even a bomb plant there, are going to go for the full investment on the majority of players to try to get some action back in their hands. As Property, now how are they going to play this? This map can be very scary with the Tech 9s in play. And already we're going to see the peak there for info coming out from Property. So they have a good idea of where LDLC are going and they can set up. But the pace is going to be really, really high here. And Zende already spamming through with that MP7. Not going to pick up anything. Schneider caught with a nade in his hand. Can he save himself and his teammates here and just lock it down? He will. Excellent stuff there from Schneider, but still Body is coming in alone now, the Tech 9, and he gets thrown straight out of the bomb site with those SMGs. Property lock onto it quite effectively, and we go 9-8 and LDLC. They can do nothing but save now.
That is true. Property, they played that well, of course, and this is the thing. They've got these like pistol rounds. Theoretically, they should win this round, even it up to a 9-9, and then as long as they sort of play a good CT, it shouldn't be too bad for Property at all now. This is where they can get back into their sort of, you know, in their stride. They might not have felt comfortable at all on T side, but CT, if they're at home, and what it seems like right now, they should be able to keep it up, and they're just completely mowing down the Ts as they try to go for these pushes. Palf gets one. Tuinu did manage to find a frag though, and Zende gets one, gets the second. Tuinu is the last man standing there. 24 HP, he's got the bomb. He's got 12 bullets and a Dream going up against 4 other players. It's not going to be too great for him as he gets pushed from Berg, and Berg will be the one to finally take him down there. Property 9-9 now, it's even. This is going to be sort of the big thing now. If they can keep it up, keep the momentum going, now they're on their stride, this is going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, Property, they were actually got the bomb down when they were on their T side, so they could get a buy going much quicker, and they were able to kind of threaten and destabilize the CT economy really fast. But LDLC, they're not really in that position. I mean, they're really in a. I mean, if they aren't able to win this, we can see that they've got Galil's in play. It could get really messy, really fast. And Schneider's. Oh wow, that was so fast from Schneider. He is absolutely destroying them at the moment. Gets a nice tag. In goes the grenade. That's not going to connect really, but the damage has really been done. Gets the tag, gets the frag, but still greedy with these peaks. And LDLC, they're unafraid. They're ready to challenge. And the D coming in from Devil. This is very scary now. Property losing 2 players. It looks so amazing at the start, but it's going to have to be up to Palf to hold the B-bomb side all alone.
Yeah, this will be big indeed if he can defend this, but it looks like they'll be opting to just fall back and try and reevaluate this round, see what they can do instead as Zende spotting down mid, shoots off a few pop shots just in case. Twist slightly missing one there. I think he just brushed the hair of a Hend, I think that was. Slightly brushing his hair with that AWP shot. It was a miss though. They do begin to go towards that B site. There's only one man there to defend it. Can he do it? That is the question.
They need to take him down very quickly. Palf is still alive in the back of the site. This is very dangerous, but we do have Mattend able to cut off the rotating players. Twist is down, and the rotation on Zende is humongous. But Palf is still in the corner. They need to take Palf down, and they will. He does get eliminated. Finally, took them ages to do that, but it is going to happen. Oh, no! Oh, he wasn't planting safely behind the fountain, and Zende gets the kill. That is going to delay things. He needs to plant right now. He needs to keep the plant going. He's getting burned alive. Can't even get the bomb down. It gets destroyed by the Molotov, and that is going to be 10-9. That was a complete travesty there from LDLC. They should have been able to take that, and just a tiny little error on the positioning of the plant, and that is going to mean that Property pick up their 10th rounds, and that could have been so important to break Property's economy and really secure LDLC some momentum in this match.
That's true. That's got to be really heartbreaking. The fact he was there, theoretically, he should have got that plant. It's just so unlucky, you know, with that Molotov. The fact he had that just burnt him out completely. It's really heartbreaking for him. And now only one player standing already. It's happened so quickly. Body sitting there over on Hay, up against 3 CTs. It's not looking great for him already.
There he goes, though. Can he get any more damage? He'll get one player already. And there it is, the smoke, the flashes, all too much. But to be fair, they killed 3 players, and it was an eco round from them. So it's some good damage to the economy of Property. They're going to need to drop a few guns around, manage that economy of their own, spread out that money. And we see the full buy for LDLC. And they're only 2 rounds behind, so what damage can Tuinu pull out of the bag here? What can they accomplish? What kind of style are we going to see from LDLC in this round? Because at the moment we're seeing the default stuff each round from Property.
This is true, and if LDLC have sort of read them and worked out what they're doing. Team-LDLC could get a really big pick to sort of crack open the round and help them work with it.
And it's a very, very simple setup here from Property, just keeping the top of Banana safe and really eliminating the option for LDLC to be able to effectively later on in the round double back if they're able to actually push this. But how much in the way of resources are they willing to expend on Banana control? Because they might decide to back away shortly, but the option to push is also there as well. And we are going to be able to see now that LDLC are getting ready to bust into the A bomb site, or the middle area at the very least. So Property, they've still got 2 men there on Banana. This could be very dangerous now as LDLC make the move. Ray comes in onto Schneider. He's going to go down pretty easily thanks to Matt End. And LDLC still with 40 seconds to work with. They can still double back actually if they wanted to. And the full rotation is coming from Property. So that double back is happening as well. This is going to be, this is going to be so painful when Property realize that the bomb is going towards B. But LDLC, they must capitalize on this window.
That's true. They need to go just as fast as they can, get the bomb down now. Palf, second guessing himself, was about to rotate back to A. Finally throws out a flash there just to try and deter him a little bit. But it looks like they will get on site as the CTs have bought it completely. The rotate there from Body. 10 seconds on the clock. They're going to get that bomb down, and the CTs are trapped on A.
There is time for them to make this work, though. Just enough of it. But these positions are scary. But Twist opens up. Matt then goes down. It's all on Devil now. There are 2 players very low, and in they go. Devil with the spray takes down both. Now there's just one more coming from Banana. I'm not sure if Devil heard him, but Zender certainly knows. Is he going to go for the hold? Oh, he's going to go for the hold. The full defuse comes in, and Zender. Great call. Great gamble. And that's going to be the round there from Property. But what a costly round that was. And LDLC, they're going to come straight back into this with another buy.
That's a real shame there. 9-12. It's already looking fairly bad for LDLC. But they've got this buy, as you're saying, this could be big. This is where they want to start doing the damage, really. Like, so many rounds that have been so close. There's just been a tiny error every time that's let them down.
And open peeking here from Property again with Zender on the middle. So just very open peeking, trying to see what he can get and get the information as it comes to him. But this round we're seeing on Banana is a much more passive defense from Property. Now they might be looking for the pop flash and peek around. It depends on the team. Teams tend to do it based on the timings where they feel like a team will try to go for a BXQ, so you catch them with nades in their hands. But there's no messing about. The no-nonsense push straight through the smoke. Palf gets both players, and it is problems here. Oh, can't even get him when he's got the pistol out. Palf standing tall on the B-bomb site as Team-LDLC has made his way to quad. He spots some pixels, and he'll be able to get the wallbang going. And you get the second one. There it is. Team-LDLC trying to just claw his way out of the depths of despair that Property had cast them into. As now we have the full rotation underway. That bomb finally going down.
Yeah, he's evened that situation off very nicely.
Schneider with a nice trade there. And it is looking terrible here. It looks like Fuchs couldn't hold on to his position either. And we will have the round for Property. It's so crazy because it feels like LDLC somehow managed to bring themselves into kind of round-winning situations. It might not be that they are the most favorable round-winning situations, but they're getting a lot of good opportunities. And once again, we see Property put down to the last 1 or 2 men, and they come out on top. So it must be so heartbreaking. But LDLC, with those consistent bomb plants, with all those frags that they're pulling off, they keep having the money, as well as the consecutive round loss bonus, to get these buys just coming and just hammering into Property. But Property got the AWP on Twist now, so things could get very ugly with this. Oh, they're going to push bench as well. This is brutal.
That's very true, and we see the T's just getting completely tucked away very early on. Everyone just dropping like flies, and only 2 of them standing now. 2v3, it's not too bad. They could sort of try and bring this back and defend over on that B area. Jets the nade out. That'd be lovely. Actually, it wasn't too great. I thought that landed directly on him, but not too much damage off at all. That's a shame. Body catch wind of Schneider there and just take him down, but he gets a dink off. Only 15 HP on him left. They're going to start to work towards that A site, but Palf will be there to greet, and will be interesting to see if they can actually get the kill on him and try and get the bomb down.
Yeah, it's so many options to play with here for LDLC. They can go any way they want. They've got so much time on the clock, and that is the real kicker here for Property. But Property have been managing to win some ridiculous situations in the previous round, so I really would not put this past them. Burger's going to go on a bit of a scouting mission. They're down towards the bottom of Banana just to see what you can find. They know that Archside has been compromised. They've since covered that position, but do they know that whilst they weren't there, some terrorists slipped through the cracks, and they're wrapping back around towards the A bomb site. Very interesting stuff here from LDLC as they look to plant this bomb, and things for Property now rest on the shoulders of Palf. Oh, we got the bomber. Nice frag there from Palf. His teammate was already trying to set up for a position to defend post-plant, but he's got to go and recover the bomb and get the plant down. And already 2 players here from Property, fast on his heels, and Body going to get wrapped and taken down. Good stuff there from Property. Once again, they're going to bring themselves into these round-winning scenarios. Good stuff, 14-9.
That's the thing, we see LDLC constantly getting into these situations where theoretically they've got every chance to win that round, and it's just unfortunate they can't quite shut the doors, they can't quite shut the blinds and win that round, and it's a real shame to see every round. And it's just getting, it looks like it's getting further and further away every time.
It's one of the most frustrating things too for a lot of teams. I know that Cloud9 were complaining of something similar, where they were like, "Well, we got the opportunities, we were hitting some, we're hitting some of the important shots, but just couldn't close the rounds." And that's really what it really comes down to. And this time we're going to see once again early advantage here for LDLC, but can they get the close? Can they capitalize and punish Property for being down a man early on and really play with those rotations, because this is highly favorable here for the LDLC lineup as the terrorists. Looks like they want to get through the smoke though, throwing all the Molotovs in already, trying to burn the CTs back into the bomb site, and Twist ready and awaiting, finger on the trigger with that AWP. Looking for any fool who dares peek him, but he's going to go for that peek. Gets the kill as well, evens things up, and LDLC, you've got to go with plan B.
And they will be working towards that A site though with not much deterrence really. They've managed to get in, and Schneider, smart play there, being a sneaky B in apartments, will get one onto Fuchs. And this is where LDLC now, they've got the site once again. We've seen this countless times. It just depends if they can really lock it down and say, we're the boss this time, we're going to hold it.
And these positions are very scary. Despite being a man down, they got to contest with Devil straight away. Waiting by Quad. There's the peek through the smoke. Looks for the second player. Oh, spray from Devil. All 3 players. What a defense from him towards Quad. And now Property are finally in a lot of trouble. This is not a winnable round for Twist. And he's going to just have to sit there with his AWP looking forlorn as LDLC retreats to safety as that bomb does go boom.
This is good though, because LDLC, now they've got a round on the board, 10-14. It looks a whole lot better than 9-14 did. And they can really work with it now. They need to keep it up, keep it rolling. They don't want to lose this round. If Property win this round, it's going to hurt LDLC a lot more than it would have actually winning that round. So this is where they need to keep it going. Keep getting the momentum building now and actually sort of bring it to Property and show we can do this.
And this is the really cool situation for Property. Well, not cool if you're them, but kind of cool from the perspective that they've got an AWP on Twist and like a few pistols, a couple bits of armor. They could really make something happen. Oh, he spotted just a pixel, takes down Tui Nui, and Tui Nui even. And so we're going to see, once again, Property now using that AWP to full effect. Devil, is he going to go through the smoke? He's just sitting in the smoke at the moment, trying to perhaps anticipate any CTs who would like to push that smoke happy style, but it's not going to happen just yet. Oh, Schneider coming in though. He's going to be able to take down Fuchs there, and he should be able to claim the weapon as well. There's no other terrorists around, and LDLC going to take that as a cue to go and attack that B bomb site. Devil wrapping all the way around the blue truck, taking control of construction, but they still need to clean up the bomb site.
This is true, and they won't be great with much sort of defense there, apart from Berg, who was tucked away. He'll get one onto the head. Can he get the second? Very aggressive play from Body there. And he managed to get the pick with only the 5-7 in hand. Schneider's comes back up, rattling shots off onto Devil, and he'll take him down. And Property managed to somehow come back from that.
That is brutal. Just the 5-7 dropping the bomb in that key moment. Property, they were saved. The miracle there from Berg. And he's been relatively quiet on the CT side. He was their main entry fragger, it would seem, on T side, creating all kinds of opportunities. But scrappy buy here. Once again, Twist going for the peek down middle. Unafraid, always unafraid is Twist. Palf just messing up his flash there a little bit. as they do await the potential pushes coming in now from the terrorist side. And these terrors are making their way up into apartments at the moment. Schneider doing a good job to lock it down. Devil, he wants to open things up towards B. That's exactly what he's been able to do for his team. But the problem is the bomb is stuck towards second mid at the moment, and it has been spotted by the CTs. So they can effectively build a defense around this. But no, Devil, this guy is staying alive. And now Zende, he is between everyone. How is he going to pull this one off?
I don't know. It's not going to be a very easy task at all. 1v3. He does catch wind of one of the players, though, and he'll definitely be trying to capitalize on it. But Mahend tucked away with that pistol in hand. He doesn't actually go for it. Mahend actually would have come out on top in that situation, I believe, but he's sneaking behind him now. This can't be good at all for the CTs, but Zende finally gets the frag. 1v2. It's getting better and better. The bomb will go down, though.
This is very tough now for Zende. The smoke getting dropped on the choke point. He's going to have to flash himself through, and Devil is ready and waiting, looking for that quad kill. Wants Zende to go for that play, but Zende's having some second thoughts, going to back away with his weapon, and their money is indeed a little bit weird, to be honest, because of the way some of these rounds have actually gone and the amount of damage consecutively that LDLC have been able to pull off, and all the bomb plants that they've been getting as well. So yeah, the money situation is super weird, but Property's still going to be on match point, so they still have a lot of comfort to work with, for now at least.
That is true indeed, and it's not looking too great really over on Property. They've got enough for this round, but really if they lose again, money's not too amazing.
Okay, so once again we have the AWP on Twist, and this guy loves to get some action going straight away. And where is he going to go this time? Looks like he is making his way towards Banana, but that Molotov is going to discourage him from actually going for a deep peek, which I think he wanted to go for. And that's a great flash as well. They definitely are preparing themselves for all the outcomes, but Matani's so fast out of Boiler. Takes the entry onto Berg, and now things get weird for Property. They've got to rotate quickly, but do LDLC actually push in further? Well, Maten's going to get another one. That's going to make the decision for them, as now Snyder is left alone, and Body comes in with a nice little kill, and Property are in a lot of trouble here. They cannot go for this, and they just spent every dime on this round. They spent everything.
Yeah, they've got absolutely nothing left at all, and it's getting harder and harder from Twist. If he does manage to save this AVP, that's going to be good, though, because he's been getting a lot of sort of early picks, and that's been big for Property, but we're seeing sort of what we saw of LDLC before. They're getting the frags, they're having rounds that should be theirs, and they just can't quite finish it up. It's weird.
Yeah, you can definitely see they were lacking Twist presence towards middle in that round, and it can always be a bit gambly to send your opera all over the place when a team wants to go for a really fast timing like LDLC did there. And this is what I love from LDLC. I feel like this is a team that actually respects and understands the concept of pace when you're talking about your T rounds, because it's really, really important to be able to speed things up massively, slow things down in the middle of a round, or maybe just play around out really fast just to begin with. Just keep mixing up the pace, because you can really just disposition or force like poor positioning from the CTs by doing plays like this, and just keep them unable to read how you're moving around the map. And this is again something that I spoke to Happy with when I was in Kiev, and he said he felt like a lot of teams don't really use pace enough, and that one of the teams that he respected the most for pace was actually Virtus Pro. So something to bear in mind when you next watch Virtus Pro, and also kind of congrats to them for playing so well and being able to actually defeat Fnatic at the ECA. That's pretty awesome. So shout outs to them. But Property, they could very well give away their advantage here and end up in an overtime against LDLC. And I would never have expected to see such strength from LDLC actually.
Yeah, it's interesting because we saw what looked to be Property really struggling on the T side, and then CT side, they started to lock it down. They won pistol and they rode that one out. They rode it to what looked like was going to be the win. LDLC couldn't capitalize on rounds that should have been theirs time after time after time, and it's such a shame to see. But now, all of a sudden, they sort of clicked on. They've learned from that, and they've started to do a whole lot of damage, and they're bringing it to Property, and they're not easing up but one bit. But with this pause, this could sort of be a real momentum breaker for them.
Yeah. It's quite cool as well, because typically you see that round that they just won with, where you have a really fast push out of Boiler up quad. You usually see that round when a team is anticipating the CTs to play like 3 early round towards Banana, because it's actually the counter strat for that, and that's quite common at the kind of like elite team like meta. That's very common to do that, partially because some teams, there's always like these meta battles where teams, like with Banana, where teams early on will vie for control over it. And like many months ago, it used to just be that the very elite teams, again, they'll have that guy like Flusher, you'll have your Freiberg, you'll have like these guys who are very good at taking Banana, and they can do it by themselves. So then teams started to put more focus towards Banana so that they could actually just drop these players straight away and just deny that control and get early advantages. Then you have the teams reacting again in the meta, where then they're saying, hey, well actually if they're going to spend like, they're going to have like 2 players pushing there, what if we like pre-nade it and have like 3 guys with a fast take? Then the CTs, they're going like, well, what if we have 3 guys on the fast and try to like, and actually have enough there to trade on? Because one of the situations that you have as well is if the Ts think that once they get 1 pick, that there's only 1 guy left there, they're probably going to rush through the choke points. So if you have those extra players that haven't necessarily been seen yet, you can really effectively get trades to CTs and have a massive advantage. So that's like kind of how the meta kind of tends to like evolve. So kind of crazy that they went with that rush, but hey, we're back into the match, and let's see if Property can hold on to this. They got the AWP on Twist, he saved it, but will it be enough?
It's very true indeed. If he can get a pick, maybe he can sort of try and crack this round open for Property, but it's going to be hard. He's going for a more just sort of defensive play this time around. That might be better for him in a kind of off position though, and Schneider will be the first man to go down as Body catches wind of where he is. That's not too great at all for Property this early on.
And we got Bug just spotting there towards Banana, and LDLC, they're playing really carefully at the moment. They know there's an AWP lurking around somewhere. But where is it? Now they must know exactly where it is, and you can see they are moving up towards Banana. Now they have the player in Arch as well. So he's not even really playing much of a lurk role. He can just set up in CT spawn, but it's more of a block rather than a backstab. And we're going to have Tuinu just go straight in there with the Tech 9. And that is going to be all she wrote there for Property. And once again, Twist going to have to save his AWP, but it is quite nice because he's going to be able to drop a rifle to a teammate so they can get more nades or whatever. But still, Property playing it really fine or really close down to the line at the moment, because LDLC, in with a lot of money, they're not going to be able to, they're not going to be ecoing anymore, and we have the hunt on for Twist. Now it's really important if they can kill him here, but it's like they wouldn't be able to do that just yet.
That is true, and Twist going out of his way to defend that AWP now. He doesn't want to lose it at all, but again, very Rambo against him. They want to try and get rid of it, because it's been a real sort of, it's been what's keeping Property going at the minute, and he's showing that right now as he gets 2, almost gets the 3rd, wants to get it. Devil will be the man to take him down though. Finally that AWP's out of play.
That's really nicely done there by LDLC. You can see that, to be honest, the investment's worth it, because we know, like Jackie just mentioned, like how impressive the AWP has been for Twist, like how he's able to capitalize early in the round, get these picks, win these little duels, get Property on an advantage straight away. It's now Tuinu who's got the only AWP on the server. But maybe this switch up of style will actually create a situation for Property that maybe is actually a bit more comfortable, a bit more passive, and perhaps LDLC are going to struggle a little bit more against that. We'll have to see now as Property have engaged in a pretty darn defensive setup. They haven't really ventured down Banana at all. They haven't got apartments at all. They're just waiting for LDLC to force them to use some grenades at the moment. And that's not something that they have a huge amount of, but LDLC, they could really do is putting in more pressure to really bait out those nades, because Property are starting to, they have quite a few left at the moment, and there's only a minute left. There we go, they are going to expend most of the rest of them. Sender, this is not a time to be shooting chickens. Got 50 seconds left. You have LDLC knocking on your door, and you're concerned with slaying all the chickens. But here comes the push here now for LDLC.
Working towards that A site, but they're going still very slow at a snail's pace with only 30 seconds on the clock, and it's just getting lesser and lesser. 1 man on Balk there, 1 in pit, and 1 holding that arch side. This is kind of good for Property. They should be able to defend this pretty well. Zende goes for the face, but he won't be greeted with much, as the smokes will be blocking his vision completely. Schneider still there on balcony though, holding it off. Catch wind. Zende does get 1, gets the 2nd now. 2 trades from LDLC very quickly, but Schneider will get 1, gets the 2nd, finally gets the 3rd, and he will take